was approached to seek the nomination of presidency of Northwestern, not through my own doing. I had nothing to do with this. I never even thought about it. It just came out of the clear blue sky. 75 days ago, I was still doing my job as a Supreme Court Justice. But it means so much to me to come to see you and be here in Natchitoches again. It's changed a little bit after 53 years, but you couldn't wear a purple coat like that when I was here back then. I mean, the ties are so many. I mean, talking to about Rodney Harrington, about Rick Harrington, these are people that I've grown up with. There's so many good things about Northwestern and about Natchitoches, and I can't for the life of me understand why we are hurting. And we are hurting, and one of the reasons I am here is to stop the hurt and to stop the bleeding and to turn the corner and put Northwestern back on the map again. And you say, why am I saying that to the City Council? Because you are part of my plan. My plan is to join hands with you because we're in this together. Whether you like it or not, one hand washes the other and they both wash the face, which means that if Northwestern does well, you do well as a city. If Northwestern fails, you fail as a city. I don't know about you, but I'm not in it for a failure, okay? I'm not in it to lose. We got a lot of work to do across the track over there. Boy, that train is something else, huh? Man, the first time I thought it was a tornado coming through here when I was at that house. It scared me half to death. I had a chance to meet your chief last week. Chief, you're looking good there, fine man. And we talked about a lot of things, one of which was crime, and we're looking at that very closely because Natchitoches is not any different from any of the other towns. Opelousas and Natchitoches, as I look at it, they'll see the same thing. It's a mirror image. You know, we were 23,000 in the city of Opelousas 15 years ago, and we're down to 16,000. Okay, I know the same dog bit you. And everybody's leaving town and they're going for greener pastures and they're going where the opportunity is. And you cannot blame them for that. I mean, where I am born and raised in Opelousas, you know, everybody goes to Lafayette because that's where the opportunity is. And so Lafayette has really sucked the lifeblood out of all of the neighboring communities, whether it's Abbeville, whether it's Crowley, whether it's Breaux Bridge, whether it's Opelousas or whatever. And everybody just goes to where the opportunity is. So what we have to do, and I think if we join hands, we can really do some good things. The problem we have at Northwestern, very simply, is that we're looking at a decline in enrollment. And that is what is hurting us because we need to have on-campus students at our university. Because on-campus students, that's where the money is. That's where the college experience is. It's not just online services, which we do very well with online services, and that's all well and good. We were a pioneer in that regard. But not by bread alone does man live. And therefore, online services is good for us to be able to offer that, but we need students on campus. Why is that important to the city of Natchitoches? I mean, let's do the math and connect the dots. Now, I hated economics when I was at Northwestern, and I still don't feel very comfortable about it now. But it seems to me elementary that what we can do together as a team, and because it affects all of us, is that we want to bring these kids to Northwestern, and we want to put them on campus so that they can have the college experience. They can go to the football games, and they can go and tailgate within reason, of course, and have the functions that they have, and bring people here to this city, because there's no other university I know of, not one, that can give you the education that Northwestern can give you, for the price of what Northwestern can give you, for the access on I-49. I live between Opelousas and Sunset. 1 hour and 45 minutes, I'm here. I take that for the last 8 years of having to go to New Orleans, God help me. Having to go to New Orleans, where I had to go to Baton Rouge and go over that bridge. And then I had to get into New Orleans and go into the French Quarter where the court is. You know, I don't know how I did it for 8 years, but I'm not doing it anymore. I'm going north now. I'm going north on I-49. And the heck with I-10, okay, they can have it over there. So it's so accessible. Now, look at what you have. I mean, and what I'm here for is a one-word thing. It's called exposure. Exposure, exposure. Nobody really knows what that campus has to offer, except the people that are part of the campus. I just spoke to the band at 3:30, okay? And I know it's a pun, and I didn't really mean for it to happen that way. But I said, you have to go out and blow your horn. Do you hear me? You got to go out and blow your horn, because right across those tracks over there, you've got a diamond in the rough. And I want you to get into that drawer, and I want you to pull out that cloth, and I want you to shine that diamond. Because we have a nursing school, the 4 colleges that we have, we've got a nursing school second to none, top notch. We've got education school that is putting out the best teachers that they have. We've got a performing arts section, arts and sciences, that puts out people that nobody. We got a band that's 250 people in that band. That's on par with I mean, the standard, of course, is Southern's band and LSU's band, but we're very competitive. Do you think Tech has a band like this? Do you think Southeastern has a band like this, or Nickel? Nobody has a band like that, but you know what? Nobody knows anything about it. No, what has happened? Why are we not out there saying, look at this beautiful campus that we have? What about Natchitoches? Okay, you're the oldest city in the state of Louisiana. 1714, if my history is correct, all right? We in Opelousas are 1720. We're third, okay? Look at the history and tradition that you have on the ground that I am standing on, Natchitoches. Look at what you have here. Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame, right, Doug? Okay, how about that? Do other places have that? No, I don't think so. Okay, what about the Lights the Festival of Lights? I mean, nobody can compete with that. So why is it that we have a decline in enrollment? Why are people leaving Natchitoches? We have got to go out and sell our product, our bill of goods. And if you think that you can just put a billboard out on I-49 and people are going to come here to this city, or they're going to come here and go to Northwestern, you are sadly mistaken. It's not going to happen. And I am here devoted to making Northwestern better. And I need you. You are part of my plan. We are joined together at the hip. And I say that because if I can get students to come back and be on campus, have on-campus students, if I can do that, that's money to the university. Well, what about Natchitoches? Money in the university is money in your pocket. It's money in your coffers, okay? Because they got to buy goods and services somewhere. I don't think they're going to go to Zwolle and get it, okay? Or I don't mean to cast aspersions on Zwolle. Look, I refereed 3 years of basketball here, and that was how I made my spending money. And I refereed Ebarb and Zwolle and Mansfield and Manny. I did all of that. I was the guy with the funny accent, and they made fun of me and all of that. So I'm very familiar with all of those places. We can do better when we get the students to come here on this campus here. They got to buy their goods and services, and they buy them from you and your merchants here in Natchitoches. So it's a win-win for everybody. And I go and I preach to the people across the track, if you will, to tell them that I don't care how good you have it here. If nobody knows about it, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. So we got to go out and sell it, because we're hurting, okay? Our faculty and our education side of Northwestern is great, okay? We took our licks in football, literally took our licks in football. What happened there was a perfect storm. We come out of COVID. We get into Zoom conferencing and stuff. Everything has changed since then. Then we have a tragedy that took place of a member of the football team. We canceled the season. There were some bad decisions that were made. I got it point blank, right in the face. You know, what's going on at Northwestern? What are y'all doing? You know, when you cancel somebody's football season like that, especially McNeese, that had their homecoming, they're playing us. Well, they have no homecoming parade. They got no homecoming queen. They got nothing to do. They have no place to go, no tailgate, no nothing, because we canceled our season. That was a serious, bad judgment. It happened. It's over with. Let's put it aside, okay? Let's forget about it. Because a true athlete knows that you're going to get your tail beat on occasion, okay? And when it happens, you pick yourself up and you get back in the race, okay? You don't quit. You don't cancel. You get back in that race. And we have a coach now who's a very religious man, who's an authoritarian, a disciplinarian, and he has cleaned a house over there, and he is working almost from scratch. Give it some time and be patient. Give me some patience to do what I need to do to try and get Northwestern back on our feet. If I am successful in my endeavor, you are going to benefit from that. And it's a win-win situation, and I just hope you see it that way. And that's why I came here today, just to let you know that I love you, man. I need you, man, okay? And I want to be able to go out and speak to the principals and speak to the students and speak to the coaches and say, come, Northwestern is open. Come with me. Do you know how many students you have out there that are on the bubble in athletics that would come and play here and can come and play here like that? Okay. I want to go out and I want to get them, and I want to tell the parents that you want a good education. By the way, our athletes on whole, we have a 3.1 average. 3.1 average. Can you imagine that? What, 83% of them graduate? Those are some great figures, guys. They really are. But who knows about that? Who knows about the ban? All they know is that we canceled the football season. So I've been spending so much of my time in damage control. But we're going to rise again. And I ask you that, look, come and sit down in that stadium and support that football team. Mm-hmm. Help us get back on our feet again. Those kids out there are still hurting from what happened. And they're young kids. They're not our age, they're not mature. And they're trying to fight what happened with that tragedy and put that behind them and go out there and play. And we need to ease their mind, and they need to see people in the stands. And that band needs to see people in the stands. And we need to see people in the stands. And then we can go out and say, you know what? Northwestern is alive and well. You know, I am the new kid on the block. I am the oldest new kid you'll probably come into contact with, okay? And that's all right. But we can do this, and I'm not a loser. Nobody's going to come and watch football if they're losing, and they've been losing. Everybody loves a winner, no matter how you cut the cake. And so if we can do something with Northwestern, it inures to your benefit. And so that's why I'm here to ask you to join hands with me. I'm out blowing your horn as well as my horn for Northwestern, because we're all in it together. And I think we can do better than what we're doing. And my whole mission is very simple. I just want to bring Northwestern back to a state of prominence it deserves. Thank you for allowing me to address you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, we have something for you. And we certainly want to get a picture, all of us, as a sign of solidarity to show that we support Northwestern. Whatever you all need from us, as we've done, or even if we need to do more. But, well, I see the finance lady looking kind of, she's thinking about that. But look, we want to bring you up. We just got some negative things for you we want to present to you.
Tell them where you're from. There you go. Now you get the two uses for operations. All in one package. Thank you, sir.
We got a fourth one on.
Well, it's like 3 all. How many alumni do we have up there? If anybody up here is not alumnus.
Good?
I'm good.
Yeah, hold my stomach in that. I've been here 7 days and I'm already feeling it.
Yes, you are.
So all of us have some connection to the university. Yep.
Good call, good call.
All right, thank you for being here, Mr. President. We have another special guest, and this is really cool as well. Ms. Teresa Matheson is our next special guest. So, Ms. Teresa, we've got some a picture. Just really want to present something to her as well. But yeah. Come on, Miss Teresa, tell us about Mrs. Matheson. Please state your first and last name, and just tell us about, we've got some images here. Tell us what you did recently.
My name is Teresa Matheson.
Oh, yeah, speak in the microphone, yeah.
My name is Teresa Matheson. And I guess I was called down here to let you know that I did some skydiving. I've been wanting to do it for many, many years. And my son made it possible this year. After I turned 80 years old, he said, "It's time to do it, Ma." So, therefore, he flew me up to Maine. We got up there, and the day that we were going to fly, we waited on 3.5 hours, and the plane had a problem. So thank God we didn't go up that day. God is good. But it's something I've always wanted to do, and I'm a firm believer that if you're capable, follow your dream. I like to be inspired by things, so you'll have some good laughs when you see that video. But I also want to thank my husband who supports me on all the crazy things I do. So.
She lets me do the dishes every night for her. Thank you.
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
We do thank you for the opportunity. Oh,
Okay.
Joey, I'm sorry. Joey Matheson.
Joey Matheson, okay. So we're going to show a portion, I think, of the video. So let's look at a portion of the video. Pretty cool.
I would never do that.
No, I couldn't do it, but look, somebody asked me what I do. Scuba diving or that. I'm not getting around alligators, and so I'll take what you did.
Well, it was 2.6 miles up, and you free fall for a mile and a half, and you're going 34 feet per second. Wow. It was awesome.
Well, look, we appreciate you. Look, I just want to, we have, it just says congratulations on behalf of the city of Natchitoches presented to Teresa Matheson in acknowledgement of your achievement on this day, the 12th day of August in the year 2024, in testimony whereof we have set our hand and affixed the seal of the city of Natchitoches and signed by yours truly. So we want to present this to you.
That's neat.
I wouldn't do it. It's scary. Scary. Congratulations to you again.
All right. The next item on the agenda, council, is asking for a motion to take ordinance number 14 of 2024 from the table.
Go ahead.
Mayor, I so move that we take ordinance number 014 of 2024 off the table.
I'll second.
Okay, motion is made and seconded to take this particular ordinance from the table. Remember, we had the old Head Start building, the Title I building on. We thought it was, Councilman Harrington brought up and others agreed that we should properly notice the owners of their property. So that's why we have to do it in this way. And we've already started the process to send those, that communication. So this particular ordinance does not have the old Head Start building or the Title I building on it, okay? But it has all those other properties, all right? Any comments or questions about this motion? All right, seeing none, Mrs. Stacey, roll call vote.
Eli,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Harrington,
Yes.
Okay, that motion carries. Councilman Nielsen, the ordinance is yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance number 14 of 2024, an ordinance declaring certain buildings unsafe and recommending that same be demolished or put into repair to comply with the building code, authorizing notice to be served, fixing hearing date, and appointing curator to represent absentee. Number 1 is Demetrius Thomas and Katrina Pfeiffer, and the address is 609 Jackson Drive. Number 2 is Ophelia Jackson, and the address is 506 Hedges Street. Property number 3 is Dolphy Benjamin Sr. and Dolores L. Benjamin, and the address is 1313 St. John Street. 4th property is James R. Smith et al., care of Joyce McMillan, and the physical address is 314 and 316 Duplex Street. Property number 5 is Brenda S. Smith, care of Kim Smith, and the physical address is 401 Jean-Marie Street. Property number 6 is James M. Clark, and physical address is 1025 Pavy Street. Property number 7 is J.B. White Properties LLC, and physical address is 931 3rd Street. Property number 8 is Lotus and Irma Johnson. Physical address is 1312 Ash Street. Property number 9 is Benny R. and Benny P. Holmes, care of Christopher Carter. 436 Prather Street is the physical address. And property number 10 is Eleanor Louise Westmoreland, and physical address is 1221 St. John Street. And the last property, property number 11, is Sydney Nora, care of Joyce McMillan, 324 East 3rd Street and 245 Carver Street. And I move that we adopt ordinance number 14 of 2024.
Second.
All right, motion is made and seconded. Like I said, this has been before us for some time. And any comment about this particular motion? Chantrell, you have anything? I know we've been on this for some time. Just
No,
good?
I don't have any additional information.
There's no updates on any of them?
No updates on any of them.
Really?
None, I can't believe that.
Wow. It's a long list.
So that means that nobody has communicated with you about trying to
No,
improve the property?
I haven't had any contact with anyone from the list.
Okay. All righty. Seeing there's no comment, Mrs. Stacy?
And Mayor Williams, if you don't mind, I would like to say the property known as the Head Start Building has been removed from ordinance number 14 of 2014 due to the need to notice the correct owner and let the minutes reflect this amendment.
Okay, gotcha. Roll call vote.
Eli,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
All right, that motion carries. We have a couple ordinances for introduction. The first one is read by Councilman Harrington.
This is ordinance number 20 of 2024, an ordinance adopting the millage rate for the tax year 2024. Be it ordained that the following millage are hereby levied on the 2024 tax roll on all properties subject to taxation by the city of Natchitoches. Public safety tax, 9.35 mils. General alimony tax, 6.57 mils. And total millage, 15.92 mils. And this is for introduction only.
Yeah, Clarissa, you want to give some explanation of this?
Yes, sir. So this is something that we do every year. This year was a reassessment year. So if you can recall, the total millage for last year was 17.03. This year is 15.92. The reason for the difference is that the city chose not to roll it forward. This year we had the opportunity to roll forward, which would have meant an increase in property taxes for our citizens. With other things happening in the previous years, we wanted to opt out of rolling forward with anticipation that we will be able to roll forward in the future. So once you assess the properties, if the properties come back at a higher assessment than previous, then in order for you to gain the same amount of property taxes without gaining an additional dollar, because we chose not to, then they have to roll your millage backwards. So just in case it's kind of looking like, okay, we're getting less, we're not actually getting less. Properties values are higher, or they have more properties on the roll. And in order for us to gain the same amount of property taxes, they had to roll our millage back. So that's what we're proposing today.
Just thought it was a good thing to do, and this year we have other opportunities to roll forward if we need to, but given inflation, even though it's coming down a bit, people still have been dealing with the effects of it. So just want to give folks some breathing room on our end to do it. So that, again, that's why we decided not to roll forward. Any comment or question, council, about that? All right, certainly, again, this is just being introduced, and please reach out if you have some concern or questions about this particular ordinance, all right? Okay, next we have ordinance read by Councilwoman at Large.
Thank you, Mayor. This is ordinance for introduction. Ordinance number 021 of 2024, an ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Natchitoches to award the bid for a bucket truck for the city Natchitoches Utility Department, which is bid number 0668. This bid was advertised in the Natchitoches Times on June 27th, July 4th, and July 11th in accordance with the law. There were 2 bid proposals that were opened and received. Global Rental Company, Inc. of Birmingham, Alabama, $223,000. VersaLift of Waco, Texas, $270,432. And this bid, the committee on this bid opening were Clarissa Smith, Finance Director, Ed Lee, Director of Purchasing, Matt Anderson, Director of Utilities, and Eddie Harrington, Councilman, who reviewed the bids for the bucket truck. And this is for, with this being done, the Global Rental Company had the lowest bid, and this is what the committee members recommended in the amount of $223,000. For introduction.
Matt is not here celebrating anniversary, 20-plus years, but this is the note he left me about this particular ordinance. This is replacing a bucket truck that we have been leasing for 5 years. We decided to buy instead of lease. The opinion is that leasing doesn't think that leasing is the best alternative for the city, since we do not put a lot of highway miles on these trucks. So he thinks it's best to buy, and I think the committee as well agrees with that. Okay? Any comment, council, about that? Like I said, it's being introduced. We expect Matt to be here on the 26th, but again, he did leave that note to share. All right, again, we will see this one again. So we'll move on to resolutions, and Councilman Harrington, Councilman Petey cannot be here tonight. So if you don't mind, sir, I'm going to ask that you will read this resolution 72 of 2024.
Resolution 72 of 2024, resolution authorizing the mayor to advertise and accept bids for rehabilitation of existing clear well at the water treatment plant. Whereas the city wishes to advertise for public bids for existing clear well at the water treatment plant, and whereas sealed proposals shall be addressed to the city of Natchitoches, offered office of the Director of Purchasing, or received at Natchitoches Purchasing Department, and whereas the city of Natchitoches will accept sealed electronic bids for the project till 2 p.m. on Tuesday, September 19th, 2024, and whereas bids will be publicly open and read aloud at the location and time herein above. I move to adopt Resolution 72 of 2024.
Second.
All right, motion made and seconded. I do have a note on this. This is rehabbing the existing 1 million gallon storage tank. We've talked about this, I think, somewhat at the water treatment plant, although it's not included in the larger project that we did the groundbreaking on last month. This tank was built in 1999, and the roof section has extensive corrosion. The engineers estimate this project to be around $800,000. And remember, there's a $300,000 how we say that, Clarissa, from the state. I think that funding,
Funding.
maybe $300,000 in funding coming from the state, so that helps our coffers a little bit more with that, okay? So total project, $800,000, but $300,000 is coming to help us from the state. Any comments or questions about this? It's a project we've got to have. It's important. I don't know if you've heard Matt talk about it, but again, it's one that we got to see moving forward. All right, Mr. Stacy, seeing there are no comments or questions, roll call vote.
Eli,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
All right, that motion carries. Next item is read by Councilwoman Washington Eli.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution number 073 of 2024, resolution designating Friday, August the 30th, 2024 as official holiday for the employees of the city of Natchitoches for 2024. Whereas the mayor and the city council of the city of Natchitoches appreciate the hard work of the city of Natchitoches employees, and whereas show appreciation for dedication efforts of the city employees, that the mayor and the city of Natchitoches City Council wish to declare Friday, August the 30th as official city holiday for 2024. Now therefore be resolved that Mayor Ronnie Williams Jr. Friday, August the 30th, 2024 be declared as official holiday for the city of Natchitoches and employees. And I move to adopt resolution number 003 of 2024.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. This is something that predates me on the council, but I think it's a good idea to go ahead and give a longer weekend, if you will, to the employees. So that's going to be the 30th of August, and with Labor Day happening on the 2nd. Is that the 2nd? Yeah, so give you a 4-day weekend. Any comments about this one?
Kind of hard to
I know they ready.
believe that we've already made it all the way around to our heavy festival season. And there's always so much hard work by the employees of the city of Natchitoches, and it's very appreciative. It's a well-deserved weekend prior to the car show, the Meat Pie Festival, the Taptober. It's one after another after another, and then into the big gun, the Christmas festival. So it's a joyous time of year, but it's also very tiresome. So thanks, and we'll enjoy our weekend.
Yep. All right. Again, I know employees appreciate it.
I know they do.
All right. Any other comment? All right, seeing none, Mr. Stacy, roll call vote.
Eli,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
All right, that motion carries. Last item that we have before we have announcements is read by Councilman Nielsen.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution number 74 of 2024, a resolution authorizing the mayor of the city of Natchitoches, Louisiana, to enter into and execute a cooperative endeavor agreement with the state of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, whereby the city of Natchitoches will receive reclaimed asphalt pavement from the state of Louisiana. And whereas further, the state has offered to convey approximately 55 cubic yards of reclaimed asphalt to the city, and the city desires to accept same. And whereas further, the state has prepared and presented to the city a cooperative endeavor agreement which said CEA provides for the transfer of the reclaimed asphalt from the state to the city, and a copy of the CEA is attached here too. And whereas further, City Council of the City of Natchitoches desires to accept the transfer of reclaimed asphalt from the state and has reviewed the attached CEA and agrees to the terms set forth therein. And whereas further, under the general law and the Home Rule Charter of the City of Natchitoches, the city has the right, power, and authority to promote, protect, and preserve the general welfare, safety, health, peace, and good order of the city. And whereas the City Council of the City of Natchitoches is of the opinion that the cooperative endeavor agreement with the state will promote the health, safety, and welfare of the citizens of the City of and Parish of Natchitoches, Louisiana. And now therefore be it resolved that the terms of the cooperative endeavor agreement attached hereto are approved and accepted by the City Council of the City of Natchitoches. Be it further resolved by the City Council of the City of Natchitoches, Louisiana, that the mayor of the City of Natchitoches, Ronnie Williams Jr., is hereby authorized to execute the attached cooperative endeavor agreement with the State of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development. And I move that we adopt resolution number 74 of 2024.
I second.
Okay, motion made, we got a second on it, right? Motion made and seconded on that. Again, just what Councilman Nelson reads, this is reclaim coming from the state, DOTD, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah, so just as for us to actually, the process by which we receive that and accept what they're giving us. In what ways are we gonna use it,
Don
Donald?
gets to get to work now.
Old River Road.
Old River Road, Blanchard Road, just a lot of the unpaved roads that we have in the city. A lot of times they get a lot of potholes, somebody going through that, rutting them up, and we use the reclaim to kind of take care of the ruts.
In those areas?
Yes.
Okay, so those streets that are not paved yet, okay, in our system. Any comment or question about this? All right, seeing now, Mrs. Stacy, roll call vote.
Eli?
Yes.
Nelson?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Harrington?
Yes.
All right, that motion carries. Our next city council meeting is on the 26th. And again, we always encourage people, we're gonna try to bring that out a little bit more, but the Go Natchitoches app and then the regroup, thankfully, we haven't had to just use it for those emergencies, but we put out a couple press releases here lately about flushing and things like that. We typically put those also on the regroup. If you have it, if you signed up, you get it through text message as well. So to know road closures and stuff like that. So that's really important. All right, Fort St. John Baptiste. This is really cool, having a Renaissance Comes to the Cane on September 7th. So definitely think that's something I personally want to attend. So.
Fights and stuff.
Okay, yeah, the whole Renaissance culture and life, web
They
life.
did it a few years ago, not there though, but they did it near NSU. And I drove by and just saw it, and I had my daughter with me and stopped, and it was something, they were sword fighting out there. I mean, it's something to go see.
Something to go
Yeah,
see.
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember the time they did it before, but yeah, I saw this, and I think it's really good event to attend. Walmart NSU College Bash. So this is on August 17th from 2 to 4, all right? And I'm sorry, 12 to 4. And they're going to have a DJ, and I'm assuming it's going to be at Walmart, right? Yeah, I'm assuming Walmart. Photo booths, vendors, giveaways, free food, and then sample. Sample licks. We got some sample licks. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I read it earlier. All right. Hey, this is pretty cool. This is Hunters for the Hungry. So we know we have a lot of folks who, it's sportsman paradise. A lot of people like to go hunting. But we've got a gentleman, what's his name? He's on Planet Zone in Chantrell.
Michael Lewis.
Mr. Michael Lewis, that's right. So just clean out your fridge. You might have some deer meat and some duck and other game like that. So just help to, is he giving it? He said it's going to benefit the food bank of Central Louisiana and distribute it to local agencies. So I think a good cause, all right? So let's know that. Here's another good event in our city, the Ben D. Johnson Educational Center, the I Tried. This is the 3rd annual award fundraiser, and it's taking place on Saturday, August 29th at 5:30 p.m. So that's quickly approaching. It'll be here before we know it. So, but again, a really good event. It's going to be at the Riverside Reserve this year. And another announcement I have, I don't think we have it up there, but we do have it via email. The Natchitoches Police Department would like to invite everyone to Coffee with a Cop. They've been doing these. I don't know, this may be the 6th or 7th one, Chief, something like that, but we've done multiple, we've done these a few times. It says join us on August 14th. So that is on Wednesday from 10 to 2 for Coffee with a Cop, and it's going to be located at Walmart. Is it going to be inside the building?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so it's
I have
going to be in
donuts.
Walmart. Yeah, if you bring them, huh? Huh, Chief? You bring
Donuts.
no, Oh, they have Nelson? Okay. Oh, they have them. Okay. All right. That concludes our, oh, no, I'm sorry. This is one here, y'all. Yeah, so that's our last one. So we have the Zydeco Festival, which starts in just a couple weeks. It's Labor Day weekend. So it's always good. I think as Marcus Ardewan is coming back. So poker run, food, music, and they've been doing this since 1999. And so I know it's put on by the Magnolia State Police.
That's correct, sir. They also have
Peace
Little
officers.
Nate as the mainline artist. We have Marcus Ardewan, who's been performing for years, and this is them celebrating their 25th.
So
year.
Marcus is coming too, but Nate is Marcus not even coming.
Marcus will be here.
Oh,
as
he'll be
well.
here.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
He comes
but
usually
Nate is the
almost every
headline.
year. So it is a 25-year celebration of hosting the event in the Riverbank downtown area. So it's kind of special for all the members. And we're asking everyone to come out and participate. The funding that we generate from that event is used to help fund the different activities that we do throughout the community for service.
Great,
Great
great.
event, great
We're
event.
looking forward to it. Again, that really kicks off, really kind of kicks off the festival season. Yeah, it really kicks off. All right, at this time, we're here, motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Motion is made in second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting's adjourned. Have a good night, everybody. All righty.